Hello, everyone. This is Rob Golfi with REMAX, the Golfi team. Welcome to the Golfi Real Estate Show, Niagara edition with host Stephanie Vivier. The Bank of Canada may start cutting rates in the spring. This will likely drive prices up. This is an older thing. Comment.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Rob, because people do this, right? Like Reddit is very common. You go on and, this is the situation of my life. What do people think about it? Those types of things. How much stock should people take in these answers? Because as you pointed out, often it's, maybe lay people just kind of going on and giving their thoughts about it.
It is. You got to be very, very careful. Try to find whoever's very, experienced, credible on Reddit. If you recognize a credible person. Now, February, March, I'll tell you something. In Toronto, February, March is the market when it starts kicking in gear, especially the beginning of February. Now, in Hamilton, it's February, March. In Niagara, it's March, April. So if I was a betting man, and I was, let's say I had a house in Niagara Falls, St. Catharines, or even Welland, I probably would wait till the 1st of March to list. And just because I know how the wave happens from the GTA towards Niagara, and it just depends. We have a large team, and we have all our team members live and work in those markets. So we have agents that live in Burlington and work in Burlington, and we have an office in Burlington. The Golfi team has an office. We have a Hamilton office. We have a Grimsby office. We have a St. Catharines office, and we have a Niagara Falls office. And so we have people on my team that live in those areas, and we know the market better than usually anybody else because we work 4 different markets. And so we have a greater understanding of how trends work, how the market is gearing towards. So, but yeah, I think Niagara. If you're going 1st of March, you won't miss the market. If it starts a little earlier, and if it starts in February, no problem. You're still in the game. If it starts a little later, no problem. You're on the market. So you won't go wrong by listing in 1st of March. And that is the spring market, not April, May, June. That's not a spring market. The spring market starts earlier.
Wow. Just like our hopes for spring. We're always wanting spring earlier. So you can remember that. When you start wanting spring, that's when the spring market's happening in real estate. Rob Golfi is with us. This is the Golfi Real Estate Show, Niagara edition. You can connect with his award-winning team on robgolfi.com or stick around here. Rob's going to be back with us right here on News Talk 610 CKTV. All right, there we go. Welcome back to the Golfi Real Estate Show, Niagara edition. I'm your host, Steph Vivier. Rob Golfi is with us today, and we've been talking some good news when it comes to trends in real estate. Things are picking up, and also where you should be getting your advice from. All right. The film industry has really been heating up. I know in the Hamilton area, and I recently interviewed somebody on my show who's trying to get a Niagara film office going here because we get a lot of different productions that want to come and use the beautiful landscape here. And there's actually a way to get your house into productions. Have any of your houses ever been featured, Rob?
I wanted to put a couple of my offices on there. So now, because I'm talking about this, I'm actually going to send pictures of my different location houses that I have to put them on the movie list. You'd be amazed how much money you can make if your house is on a movie list. I know a lady, she has a 10-acre parcel of land, an old cottage style house on it, and she charges I think close to $10,000 a day. No, wow. And yes, in some cases, depending on the movie, depending on how long they want, but you can get between $500 to $10,000 a day. I know a lady that basically, there's nobody living in this cottage. She wanted to sell it, but then she's changed her mind, saying, you know what? I make enough money on movie shoots on this property that it carries itself with the money that she makes on the movie shoots. And you'd be amazed, if you've got, it doesn't matter what style house it is. You don't have to have a pretty house. You don't have to. It can be any style house. But what happens is, when you put your house on a movie list, managers or production managers, they go out looking for certain style of house, and then if yours is on there, they'll come there and take a look at it and say, hey, we like to film a movie here. And it could be, any movie. It could be some major movie star or whatever. But you'd be amazed how much money you can make with somebody filming movies on your property. Now, sometimes you have to move out, or sometimes you can move in. For me, with my offices, chances are the only thing I would use is just have them use the outside of the house, because, I got a business to run. I can't shut down my business. I can't tell my agents, hey, listen, for 2 weeks, you got no place to work out of. I can't do that. But it is a good opportunity to make money. And if you Google, want to put my house on the movie list or something like that, there's one company. It's called GTA Filming, but there's so many. Look into it. I'm telling you that there is great opportunity. Even if it's vacant land with a shed on it, like a garage or something like that. They use that in the Haunted movie. You know what I mean? Like you'd be surprised what can be used. So, but I definitely would. I definitely would go to find a movie lists and get on there and put your house on there.
Wow. And do you set your own prices? Do you know, is it kind of like Airbnb sort of thing, or would they sort of make offers in terms of what you have to offer?
I think it's the style of home and how big it is and stuff like that. So my biggest office that I have is the one in Hamilton. And that one there, I bought that building off the lady that does, like, she did movie lists. She got movies done on those properties, and she said I can demand $5,000 to $10,000 a day on my Hamilton office. Now I got a Grimsby office now that's totally renovated, looks beautiful. It's like a Marcus Welby. That's way back. If anybody remembers Marcus Welby house, it's like a nice traditional looking house. It's a 8,700 square foot building. And we just finished renovating and doing that, so I may put that on the movie list. We got plenty of parking there, and actually in Grimsby, I think they shut down downtown for about 2 days just this past week or next week. I'm not sure when it's happening, because they're filming a movie in downtown Grimsby. But yeah, the opportunities are there. Get your house on a movie list. And it'll pay for something, especially if you're young. If you're a young millennial and it's a struggle, like, you'd be amazed, like that little extra bit that you get from a movie can help pay for the taxes of the houses, can help pay for a lot of things, or pay for a vacation that you want to go on.
Absolutely. Yeah. Or, maybe, you mentioned sometimes you have to move out. Maybe you're already going on vacation, right? And you could say, all right, these 2 weeks I'm not going to be there, so it wouldn't even be that big of a problem. But a nice little creative solution. We have to get creative in these times of unaffordability.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, Rob, you have brought us the number one place to check when selling your house. I don't know. If I was going to guess, I feel like it would be the kitchen, because I know people pay particularly close attention to kitchens when they're selling their houses.
They do. But the one thing is, if you're looking at selling your house, okay, and I've said this story, I think, before, check the attic. Okay. Now, a lot of people don't even know what's going up in their attic. They don't even know if they've got animals up there, like pet, like, check the attic. And you will find out that you don't want an inspector to find something that you don't know. So get up there, get family, friend, check the attic, get the flashlight. If you don't have a light up there, check it, to see if, structurally it's good, pest infestation, insulation, a lot of people bought houses in the last few years. They were in competition, and we just have one right now. They have vermiculite insulation in their attic. They didn't even know that. And they bought the house with no inspection. Now they're on the hook of dealing with this vermiculite insulation. So if anybody's buying it now, you have to disclose it, because now they know about it. Mold and moisture, storage hazardous, electrical, HVAC stuff. So the one thing to look for is, a lot of times seniors, they've lived in their house for 50 plus years, and they don't know that they've hid stuff up in the attic, and they forget about it. And one of the spouses pass away, and the other spouse doesn't know. And So they should look in their attic before they move out of the house, or just look in the attic before they put their house up for sale, because otherwise somebody else, the next owner, is gonna pick up on whatever belongings or money or jewelry or whatever. And this is a true story, and I said this story before. I had an elderly lady that lived in St. Catharines, and she was a widow, and I said to her, check the attic and everything else like that, just to make sure there's nothing in there that is important to you. And because I know seniors they forget where they hide stuff. You know what I mean? Like if you're buying an old house, I got to tell you,
I forget where I hide my keys every day on myself.
No kidding. I got a tracker for my keys. I got a tracker. But I'll tell you, I mean, okay, if you're a young person buying a house off a seniors, I would check that house out, every nook and cranny and everything. Go in the attic, because I'm telling you, you will find stuff. You will find stuff. But as a homeowner, and if you're a senior and you've been there a long time, even if you haven't been there a long time, check the attic. You probably put something up there you forgot about. Check it. But not only just checking it to make sure everything's good, but check it to make sure you have your belongings, because the next homeowner is going to go up there, and if you have jewelry or cash, guess what? They're going to go to the pawn shop and cash in on that jewelry. And I'll tell you the story about the St. Catharines lady. She asked me if I can go up in the attic, and I was like, okay. Well, I mentioned it to her now. Like, I got to do. She asked me if I would do it. So I go in the garage, get the ladder, go up in the attic, and guess what? There was a box of personal belongings, jewelry, and everything else. She had no idea. Her husband put it up there. He passed away like 8-9 years earlier, and who knows how long it was up there before that. So if I didn't say anything, she would have moved out of that house, and she would not even known it was missing. And anyway, she got that. She was so grateful. She was almost in tears. And like I said, people, please look in your attic. Chances are you may own a house that you bought from a senior 10 years ago, and there's stuff in your attic that you don't even know, and it may be valuable. So I know people have found guns in attics. I know people have found a lot of different things. And you may find a nest of a raccoon's nest up there. Well, you're going to have to call somebody to clean that out. So you don't want the next owner to do a home inspection, find that out, and the deal falls apart.
Right.
But check the attic, though, definitely.
When we check the attic, Rob, we get whatever precious jewels and things like that down. If we find issues, do we fix them, or do we just disclose them? Like, what is better to do?
Yeah, you fix them. So okay, here's that disclosure thing. Do you have anything you want me to bring with me when I go down there?
Yes, I have some old Tupperware. I got to get back to that.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Tupperware. Yeah. They're probably waiting for that for sure.
Absolutely. Rob Golfi, thank you, sir. Always a pleasure.